Okay, guys, I've been wanting to buy Xyrena fragrances for the longest time. I've known about this brand probably around the time I actually started creating YouTube videos on fragrances, dating back to around, I started in 2012. I think I discovered the brand around 2013, 2014. But I never bought any of their fragrances until they announced Jaws. And I think Jaws was recently in the theaters again. I think it was like a 50th anniversary, maybe 60th, I can't remember. But I was a big fan of Jaws growing up. I was very young when I first saw it. Scared the heck out of me. But I was very young, as I said. So I've been a fan, and I finally did it. I did buy 3 fragrances from Xyrena. Jaws, American Psycho, and what's the other one I bought? Rush. So if you don't know Xyrena, I highly recommend you go check out their website. And I worked in the entertainment business, music, law, things like that for a long time. So what I like about this, I went to film school also. So what I like about their fragrances, because they look like they're in old VHS tape cases and all that good stuff. So I was very excited to buy these 3 fragrances finally after over 10 years knowing about the brand. But I ordered the fragrances on August 28th. I was expecting to receive them before I left on the 9th or somewhere around there. And unfortunately, they didn't get delivered until after I left the country for a month. So I was a bit disappointed at the lack of haste with getting the packages delivered. But I placed an order. There was no notifications or nothing. I sent them an email saying, hey, what's going on? I was really expecting these fragrances to arrive sooner. And placed the order on the 28th, and when I sent the email, right after I received an email from them not answering my email, your package is shipping. So it was a bit weird with the customer service. Perhaps it's a very small operation, and I'll order again. I was a bit disappointed that they didn't reply to my email, but they sent a notification that they're sending the package, like an automated notification. So again, as I said, I will order more. Hopefully the customer service will be a little better, and also their shipping will be a little faster. But I'm assuming it's a small operation. That's why things don't move as fast. But they're finally here. They were waiting for me when I got back a month after. And I think they might have delivered on the day I left or the day after I left the country for a month. And so I'm excited to open this up and go over them with you. But let me know your thoughts. Are you guys familiar with Xyrena? Look at this. It kind of looks very movie themed. You know, those tickets or something. They have a lot of fragrances inspired by movies. Of course, I bought American Psycho, which I'm a fan of, and then I bought Jaws, which I grew up with. So I'm very, very curious what they do, how they do their fragrances, and I probably should have bought their fragrances earlier on. But as of the research for these fragrances on their website, I noticed that American Psycho is no longer. I mean, it's out of stock, is what it said. So American Psycho had great reviews. I don't think Jaws had any reviews yet, but I'm gonna get my nose on them and let you know all about these, because I don't know who makes the fragrances. It's probably a fragrance house or maybe an indie perfumer. I don't know. I don't know what to expect, but I was very, very curious. The whole VHS tape kind of containers are really cool. We got some kind of a candy or something. I'll show you that one last. I want to show you... Oh, what's this? Kind of reminds me of Blockbuster. I don't know why. I guess they're in Austin, Texas. For some reason, I thought they were in Los Angeles. Originally, maybe they were in Los Angeles. I don't know. Do let me know if you've experienced this house. It's fun. I really like the concept a lot, especially since, as I said, I worked in the entertainment industry, mostly music, but I was connected to film and television. And a lot of the music work I did was for TV ads and TV shows and some films as well. All right, so it looks like they sent me 3 cards. I don't know what those cards are for. And the dates all say the same thing. 8/14 92. Anyway, so those are the cards, and I received this, some kind of a candy. And here is Jaws. It's actually a VHS tape sleeve. That is so cool. I mean, I'm an 80s guy, and VHS was really popular in the 80s, and I used to go to VHS stores and look at all the film, you know, VHS tapes, and of course, you know, rent them and all that good stuff. So here is Jaws. I guess they also had to get licensing with Universal, who owns the rights to the film. And so, because, you know, they're putting intellectual property on their, you know, cases and all that good stuff, so they have to. But as you can see right there, there's some information. Universal logo is there, Amblin logo is there, which I believe is Steven Spielberg's company, which they also did E.T. You can see the E.T. Right there. On the back, it's just like a DVD, actually. They even put some photos of the movie right there. You're gonna need a bigger shelf to add this summer blockbuster fragrance to your collection. Xyrena, in association with Universal Studios and Amblin Entertainment, presents the first and only official Jaws fragrance swimming its way into the cinematic scent archive in celebration of the film's 50th anniversary. So it was the 50th anniversary. The historic release has real bite, plunging you straight into the shark-infested Atlantic waters off Amity Island during peak tourist season. Jaws by Xyrena opens like a peaceful New England summer day, salty sea air and aquatic fresh citrus at the surface, then drifts deeper into heart notes of sugar kelp and warm mineralic beach sand. But danger lurks below a tenacious base of briny saltwater, aged driftwood, bloody metallic ambergris, and feral great white musk. Bruce approved and Quint tested, may he rest in pieces. This epic marine fragrance is one you can't chum the waters without. Dun 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 dun, don't miss out on this aromatic piece of movie history. So I know it's a marine fragrance, and you know me, I'm challenged by them. I took a chance because this will be collectors if they stop making it, obviously. And we've got the Xyrena logo right there and everything. And this, I remember seeing this hi-fi stereo quite a bit on DVD, not DVDs, but VHS tapes. So inside, here is the actual fragrance. This is just taking me back to the 80s. All right, so here's that's how it looked, but they have that on the other side. Like even the info right there, the U, it's very filmic. All right, yeah, I'm a bit nervous about the way this smells, but we're gonna try it either way. So I read the notes. This is gonna be either vile with the smell or easy to wear, but I'm expecting the worst here. Wow. On skin, probably it will be, oh, it's pleasant on the strip. It's aquatic, it's marine-ish, it's watery. The sea, it smells a bit more like pool water rather than seawater. There's a bit of chlorine-like smell to it. I'm getting the citruses. I think what happened was whatever dominant notes are in here was dominating, and then the citrus kind of kicked in. It's sandy. I think this is kind of it's not fishy, which is kind of cool. But on skin, it might be a different story. I'm going all in. Wow, that's quite pleasant actually for a marine fragrance. No cologne. That's a good thing. No seaweed. That smells pleasant. I'm quite surprised. So the price on this is $98. It's an Extrait de Parfum concentration for a 50 ml bottle. What do you guys think of this? Interesting, exciting, boring? I don't get any fish, which is a great thing. I don't get any great white shark. XHS, not VHS. Go figure that. That's a fun thing. So that's the first I'm going to talk to you guys about. Also, I didn't mention the rating is here, PG, parental guidance, before PG-13 came about in the 80s. I think it was the early 80s when PG-13 rating came out. But this one is R-rated, and this is American Psycho. So have you guys seen Jaws? Have you guys seen American Psycho? I'm gonna have to watch this movie again. It's been a long time. I think Reese Witherspoon was in it, but this is Christian Bale, obviously. So, oh, okay, I'll have to read that later. Let me read the back on this one. This is the more expensive of the three I purchased. This is $120 for a 50 ml. I'm not sure why, but the price is different. Oh, I think the marine stuff is appearing finally. But not bad. Let's go to the American Psycho. Inspired by the infamous Patrick Bateman, the official American Psycho fragrance by Xyrena has been crafted to capture the essence of the decade of greed with a modern edge. Perfect for a date night with Christy and Sabrina, this scent is a real lady killer. Sweet, spicy, and seductive, American Psycho commands attention and exudes sex and opulence. The fragrance opens with notes of sorbet, chardonnay, and an herbal mint facial mask accord. The heart notes of Sichuan pepper, cardamom, and clove add depth and complexity. Finally, the base notes leave a killer impression with a blend of bloody metallic ambroxan, creme brulee from Dorsia, and premium cigar tobacco. American Psycho is the perfect signature scent for the Sigma mindset, ensuring you smell just as impressive as you and your business card look. All right, so let me show you what's in here. There is a card, a business card from Patrick Bateman, who was played by Christian Bale. And on the back, and here, American Psycho. Let's see what this one is all about. So reading the description, I actually printed out the descriptions. I didn't know the VHS tapes or the containers had the descriptions, but I printed them out for all three of them, which also, it includes the notes breakdown. So that's how we're figuring out what's going on with the fragrance. But American Psycho, let's give it a try. If you've gotten your nose on these fragrances, let me know, add a comment below. I think this one's gonna require be sprayed on skin. But you know what? I'm actually kind of impressed with the quality of these fragrances. I thought they were just too gimmicky at first. I was very curious, really curious. But these are actually wearable fragrances. Yeah, the marine stuff has come out on skin. I think it's tolerable though. It's tolerable. All right, let's go in here. This one's a bit tough to judge. Oh, smells good. That's a unique smell that I really, really like. It's kind of sexy, actually. That's what they were writing about. So it's spicy and aromatic. There's a slight sweetness. I'm not getting the metallic ambroxan or like bloody metallic ambroxan. I think it was a bit sparkling and effervescent up top, but that's a fun fragrance. What do you guys think? Have you smelled any Xyrena? I like that. I like it more than the marine one, but the marine one is, it's actually, the marine one's good too. The marine notes did appear quite a bit, but it's blended in a way that it doesn't stand out and scream fish. It's powdery. This one, American Psycho, is powdery. And for some reason, it reminds me of a sweet and salty candy, but on the powdery side, almost like nuts covered in hard candy. So you've got the saltiness and kind of the nuttiness from the nuts, but there's something sweet and crunchy covering it, and you're kind of chomping on it, or you're like, you know, grabbing a handful of it, and you can smell this kind of powdery, dusty, sweet and savory combo, nutty combo. Because I'm getting like powdered sugary kind of consistency here. That's actually fun. Does it match the movie though? I'm gonna have to watch the movie again. I've only seen it twice, and it was like in the early 2000s. I'll have to watch it. The Jaws totally matches the movie. So it does. Let's go to the third fragrance. Now this one, let's see. This one's not really a movie. This is called Rush. Never Fake It. Cult classic, it says. So this says, never fake it with the Rush. x Xyrena collaboration. This exclusive release is the first and only fragrance to officially pay homage to the iconic pop culture icon introduced by W.J. Freezer in 1976 and the recent inspiration behind Troye Sivan's hit song of the same name. Xyrena has taken the hedonistic cherry almond aroma reminiscent of isobutyl nitrite and expertly blended a seductive scent that exudes lust, verve, and euphoria. Rush opens with a burst of juicy mandarin and fresh basil, transitions to a heart of rosewood, spicy cloves, jasmine, geranium, and a sweet and sharp Rush accord. Then climaxes with a long-lasting base of ISOE Super, red cedar, smoky gaiac wood, and rich musk. Rush by Xyrena does not contain isobutyl nitrate. So they did clarify that. So I won't get into what Rush the product is. I'm sure you guys can figure it out. This one is $98, just like Jaws, but American Psycho is $120, and all three of the fragrances are Extrait de Parfum. Unfortunately, this one's the most boring. This might require skin as well. It's actually not really jumping off the strip. Let's spray this on this side here. Ooh. Better, much better. In fact, a lot better. Wow, it's actually really good on the skin. I'm really surprised at how good the quality of these fragrances is. I'm just wondering who does these fragrances. Do they work with a fragrance house? Is there an independent perfumer that does these? Wow, this is really good. Really, really good. The clove is really standing out. It's almost like if you've ever had the clove gum, it's giving me that kind of a clovey vibe, but there's a freshness, a lot of juicy, citrusy freshness. Wow, I'm surprised. Although, I guess the inspiration is that product, Rush, so I like it. But there's something a bit cheap about this one in comparison to the other two, but I feel like they were trying to replicate the product, and that's how it turned out. There's a bit of metallic something, like they mentioned blood in both of the other fragrances. I almost get a bloody metallic quality from this one in comparison to the other two. It's almost like gasoline also. But the clove is really, really prominent. Clove is a favorite spice of mine, but it might be a bit old school, tired, but it's there for sure. I think my favorite is American Psycho. That's a really good one. It's fun, it's playful, and it's like this powdery, sweet and savory kind of candy. I like that a lot. I'm gonna say Rush and Jaws are tied. I can't decide which should go last, but for me, the winner is American Psycho. Let me know if you guys have heard of Xyrena. Even though I had the problem, I think I will order more. These are fun fragrances for sure. I'll definitely order more. There's a few more that I had my eye on, and I want to explore a little bit more. If you've sampled the house, what do you recommend, guys? What do you like from Xyrena? I know there's some that are out of stock and things like that, so I'll have to see. But look at this. They're like real VHS tapes. It's been so long since I've spoken about VHS tapes. CD or DVD is coming out of my mouth before I say VHS tapes, but yeah, these definitely are like VHS tapes, and you'll just basically file them away. But fun fragrances, except for the service was a bit slow. Hopefully it won't be like that all the time. But let me know which one of these sounds great to you. Add a comment below. If you've sampled any that you recommend I check out, also let me know. Put a comment down below. And thanks so much for watching today's video, guys. If you have any questions or comments, list below. Please subscribe to the channel and also click that bell icon so you'll be notified for future videos, and give a thumbs up for this video, and I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.